What's good everyone, it's boy yadiiiigg, 4 eyes, 2 G's here, and today we're here to talk about Mario Judah. Now, Mario Judah has just done an ingenious marketing move and it is paying off huge for him. And I want to break this down from A to Z because I think this whole scheme by him, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware, where he's done his whole, like a Whole Lotta Red themed rollouts, it's paying off huge dividends and I want to break this down. Let's go.
They don't want no problems. He don't want no problems. We jump in the pit, we get this shit lit. They packing the sticks, we making some licks. I'm running the blitz, I'm piping your chicks. They moving them lows, they moving some bricks. Rack it up, rack it up, rack it up, rack it up, rack it up. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up.
Okay, first of all, just for some background and some context, in case you guys aren't aware of who Mario Judah is, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, he kind of went viral like a few months ago now with this song right here. As you can see, it has 10 million views. Now let's just go over to Know Your Meme. Very trustworthy website, and to kind of break this down a little bit more. As you can see, Mario Judah's died very rough. Now let's scroll down a bit to where it actually began to spread and actually went viral. Now it's important to say, up until this part right here, like basically nobody knew who Mario Judah was. I wasn't aware of him. I'm not going to pretend I knew who he was. And yeah, he just went fucking crazy viral, basically just off a few tweets. This was a major tweet that went viral right here. As you can see right there, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this. It has 4.6 million views, and this basically just proliferated all over the internet, was getting memed hella, even Drewski reposted it, and yeah, this just went crazy viral and kind of just got him known. But as tend to happen, it just goes from a case of, okay, this is a cool meme, to where's the next step? How can he follow up? How can he kind of keep this going? Is it going to fall off? Is it going to just basically fade into irrelevance like we've seen happen with other memes before in the past? You guys all know what I'm talking about. Now, the thing is, I'm not going to say in this video that Mario Judah is here to stay 100%, but what he's been able to do with this little marketing scheme rollout is very, very impressive. Now, as I said before, this got up to 10 million plays with this song right here, and it just went everywhere on the internet. Now, this then brings us to this right here. Now, basically, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, Playboi Carti is capping hella crazy right now, and he still hasn't dropped a Whole Lotta Red. A lot of people are saying he was going to drop last week, or he was going to drop music last week. Nothing happened, and it's just basically MIA right now. And this led to Mario Judah just coming out and basically saying, hey, Playboi Carti, if you don't drop a Whole Lotta Red, I'm going to drop it for you. And then even teased a bit of it right here. Low key sounds pretty hard. Now, as you can see, this got crazy views, 453k views on this video alone. Plus, he kept hyping it up on Twitter with other videos like you can see right here.
Boy Carti, the fuck you got going on, bro? It's been 2 years, nigga, and you still ain't dropped it.
It's been 2 years, yeah, he's right. As you can see, 700k on this one. And then he kept doing things over on Twitter, just like basically hyping up this drop right here. You have 4 days left, Playboi Carti, get it together. Yo, Carti got 3 days. And as you can see, this was getting crazy interaction. 29k on this, 26k on this. Keep in mind, how many followers does he have? 74k followers. It's not like this guy has a huge, like massive social media reach in and of itself, but this kind of just kept going viral. It kept getting posted everywhere, and even over on Instagram, all these posts, look at this, 82k likes on just this right here. Look at all the comments as well, 2,000 comments on this, 2,000 comments on this, 4,000 comments on that. Like, it kept getting hella interaction. Now, also important to mention is how much this actually gave a tangible boost to him. As you can see right here, look at these massive growth spurts in his Instagram. Before he started to do this whole Lotta Red, Playboi Carti, I'm gonna drop if you don't drop thing, he was getting like 4,000 followers a day, 3,000 followers a day, not too bad. But then you see these massive spikes out of nowhere. 11k, 30k, basically 10k, 30k, 7k, 11k, 21k. These are huge crazy spikes, and I say out of nowhere, we all know where it came from. It came from the fact that he kept hyping up this Whole Lotta Red drop, and as you can see, in the last 30 days, 196k, probably 100,000 of those plus would have just come over the last week or so. Now, this then leads us to him actually dropping the song, and this is so interesting to see how much of a success this has been, and kind of seeing the whole thing come full circle. And as always, guys, before we break down that, I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some recent Instagram followers. Big shout out to notwavy_man, and also big shout out to Xavier Cash. Yo, Xavier, I was looking at your photos before, pause, and low-key, you be swagging in some of these, bro. You be having some cool fits. Always really cool to see the baby Simons on deck. Always really cool to see like followers who actually have some drip, actually have some cool photos, because as you guys know, I'm pretty into fashion myself. So yeah, it's really cool to see. Big shout out to this guy right here. Those shoes are hard as hell. But yeah, @yadiiiigg, if you don't follow your boy, make sure to go follow your boy right now. Always much appreciated. But let's get back to it. Okay, so he drops this song right here. Now, this is really interesting to point out, because often what can happen is somebody can have like a massive like social media hype for a song, or like all of this ancillary content around the song where they're hyping it up. Maybe the snippet goes viral, or maybe they're going viral for something, but then they actually follow up with music related to that, and it doesn't really make the same splash. Think of when Lil Pump did the MAGA song around the whole Trump situation. That song didn't really get much attention, and that song didn't really do much for him. But what's really interesting with this song right here is that it doesn't seem to be the case at all. And after the success of this song, as you can see, it got 10 million views. Then he actually dropped a follow-up song, which he also hyped up, which he also tried to like memeify on like Twitter and stuff by posting little snippets, and to really no one's surprise, it didn't do that well. As you can see, it only has 700,000 views. I say only, that still isn't too bad considering he basically went from like a nobody a couple months ago to someone with 700,000 views, but it didn't really get that like massive meme potential, or really didn't go viral again. Now, this then brings us to this song right here, which he called Bih Ya, and this one already, as you can see, has over 800,000 views in 11 hours. Now, keep in mind that the YouTube plays have probably locked on this, as does tend to happen, so I wouldn't be surprised if this has notched up 1 million views or something like that right now, and that's insane to think about, considering the fact that his other song in over a month just has 700,000, and this already has, let's just say, 1 million so far in less than 12 hours. It probably has hit 1 million by the time you're watching this video. So yeah, that's like huge. Plus on top of that, as you can see right here, he says lead single for the album Whole Lotta Red track 2. So he's clearly going all out on this, and he clearly fully intends to drop an album. Maybe he plans to drop it this week or next week. Now, the biggest thing for this right now is that this is a huge moment to capitalize on for Mario Judah. And as I said, we always see these meme moments happen. We see someone go viral, and then we're kind of like, what happens next? Are they going to go viral again? So for this to pay off so well for a pretty corny marketing scheme as well, like, although I kind of enjoy the whole Playboi Carti, if you don't drop, I'm going to drop a Whole Lotta Red, it's kind of corny and a little bit of a reach. Yeah, it is definitely kind of corny in a sense, but for it to pay off this well is super interesting. And I think this could be a big moment for Judah to not only make this style of music. Like, if you've heard this song, it's pretty fucking good, if I'm not gonna lie. Like, and in terms of people like copying that whole baby voice style from Carti, it's pretty much as good as it gets, and it's basically a Carti baby voice song. Now, what I think could be super interesting for Judah from this point is if we see on the next song, he decides to just switch it up completely and give more of like a Judah style song or a Judah style take. If he does the whole screaming, the whole emo aesthetic, the whole like screamo aesthetic on the next song, and give something that's more of like a quote-unquote authentic Mario Judah sound, that could be interesting, because then he kind of shows, hey, I'm not only going to do this baby voice shit and I'm not going to go for the whole meme factor, but then he comes back to his sound and he kind of invites people to listen to his style and his sound again, which may lead to people actually becoming fans of him. Because the big problem that I see kind of stemming from this situation right here is what tends to happen with memes. You know, they happen once, people kind of tune in because it's kind of funny or something, and then they don't tune in again. So in one sense, I think this is played off massive for Mario Judah. Like, it's insane. Like, even if you look at over on the No Jumper Instagram, as you can see right here, this clip was posted 194,000 views in 10 hours, and this isn't even including like all the Carti pages that have been posted and stuff. Like, this is all over my timeline. And low-key, as you can see, bro, people are calling this fire. I'm not like in the minority by saying this is low-key hard. No, people are actually fucking with this so far. So yeah, I think overall, like, Mario Judah is a genius for how he's been kind of like been able to insert himself back into the discussion and make himself go viral again. The question always comes of what happens from here and what's the next move. But overall right now, this is just a huge fucking move, and I cannot believe it paid off so well. Like, this is insane to think about, especially because it was so quiet for Mario Judah after he went viral that first time. So yeah, something very interesting to think about, and I wonder what's just gonna happen from here. As you can see, 500,000 in this clip in 11 hours, like insane fucking numbers. 400,000 on this right here, and as I showed you guys with this right here as well, his numbers have been going crazy over on IG. So yeah, hats off to Mario Judah for really pulling this off, and hats off for the song, man. I can't, you know, I can hate on this in one sense, and I can understand the hate because look, he's literally just jacking Carti style. I've seen some people come out and say, bro, it's just a Playboi Carti ripoff, like, I don't give this any respect. Sure, I can understand you on those grounds, and that's literally a point that you can't even argue because it literally is just copying Playboi Carti style. But from another aspect, from a pure marketing aspect, and just from like a pure enjoyment aspect, aside from him obviously biting Carti, I can't hate on this. And when somebody tries these marketing schemes, like think how many times we see these corny little marketing schemes by artists where they try to go viral, they try to get organic fan interaction, they try to get posted on all these Instagram pages with all these memes, and it doesn't work. This has worked, and I gotta give my hats off to someone who's been able to come up with a plan like this and it actually pays off. Like this is all over the timeline. Me and the boys listen to the Mario Judah song with a little meme, and then it's over here, Mario Judah really said, and then he's like inserted he's inserted Mario into the memes. The dilate one's funny as fuck. So yeah, man, hats off to you, Mario Judah, for being able to do this, and I'm genuinely interested to see where this is gonna go. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Do you fuck with it? Do you not fuck with it? Do you think Judah can actually take this somewhere tangible to where he's able to grow a fan base and kind of outlast a meme? Let us know in the comments. As always, guys, though, thanks a lot for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, all that good YouTube stuff. And there are more videos of mine on the screen right now. Make sure to check them out if you haven't.